I am fully excited. As they say, I'm all the way turned up. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it just means to be excited, overflowing with joy, because I know that the future for each and every single person attached to this organization is going to be amazing. And I don't use that word lightly. It's just, last week, guys, we had a call, and I told you that there's a lot of underground construction going on. And what that simply means is it just means that, always remember this for those of you that are taking some notes, all major change always happens on the inside first before you can see it on the outside. I want to say it again. All major change, guys, happens on the inside before you can see it on the outside. And so I'm very excited for each and every single.
Mr. Foster, are you still there?
Oh, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Technology has a mind of its own. But anyway, as I was saying, guys, I'm super excited for each and every one of you. I know that big things are about to happen for all of you that are a part of this organization. And last week we talked about the word underground construction. Underground construction. I want to really tackle that really quickly because I want you to understand, folks, that anytime something big happens in your life, I put it to you this way. Everything good or anything great always happens in the dark first. Write that down. Anything that's going to be great, it always happens in the dark first. I'm going to say that one more time because I want you to really understand the magnitude of what was just said. Anything great that's going to happen, anything, it happens in the dark first. You take a look at a seed. Let's talk about a tree or any kind of tree. And you plant a seed. And what do, guys? You plant that seed in some dirt. Okay? And when you plant that seed in dirt, listen, you can water it as much as you want, but guess what? What you cannot see is the greatness that's actually starting to happen underneath the ground. It's called the roots. And from there, a big tree is someday born. Everything great always happens in the dark first. It's called underground. For those, if you think back to maybe a major accomplishment that you made, or a major accomplishment in your life that you've achieved before, okay? Now, that was the manifestation or the results. Now, go back to when you made the decision. See, the decision happened on the inside, and the world was able to see the manifestation take place on the outside. So again, my point exactly, everything great that happens in your life, it always happens in the dark first. With that being said, I told you last week to make sure you don't miss this call. And I'm telling you guys with all sincerity and love and compassion, do not, whatever you do not miss our Wednesday night training calls. Don't do it. It's going to really set you back a long ways. Now, I'm going to talk to you tonight about why I keep saying this a little bit. I'm not going to reveal everything to you, but I want you to really understand what's happening. I want you to try and feel tonight. Don't just hear me tonight. See if you can feel what I'm maybe not saying. It's easy to recite or repeat what I am saying, but can you feel what I'm not saying? Maybe not all of you can, and that's okay, but maybe some of you can. What I'm saying is this. There is a lot that is going on that you can't see right now, but you're going to see the manifestation of it very quickly. And not only are you going to see it, for those of you that follow the instructions, you're going to be a part of it. So, guys, I can tell you it's very exciting to know that you get to be a part of the big picture. What is our big picture as it relates to 360? We're talking about 8,000 to 10,000 people enrolling into the business on a monthly basis. We're talking 333 people enrolling per day into this team. We're talking over $5 million a month in actual revenue coming in on a monthly basis to this team. We're talking over $2.5 million in commissions that are going to be spread out on a monthly basis. $2.5 million. We're talking about doing things from a spirit of love, which means, by the way, anytime you hear that word, I want you to give next to it. One of the best ways to know that you love something or you love someone or that you love something is how much do you give to it? How much time, money, resources? Give. Love is an action word. It's not just a noun. It's an action word. Love. When you hear the word love, think of give, give, give. You know, some of you love. You give. You put a lot of time. You give a lot of yourself towards working out. Some of you love candy. That means you eat a lot of candy all the time. Okay. Some of you love your children. You spend a lot. When you spend, that means you're giving. Love is an action word. So I want you to understand it. The way we do things around here on this team is we do it from a spirit of love, number one. Number two, a spirit of honesty and authenticity. In other words, the truth is more than enough. The truth. I want every single person to understand that the culture of this team comes from love, number one. Number two, honesty and authenticity. And then number three, my favorite, responsibility. That means we have a responsibility. What responsibility to do what? Lead by example. Tell the truth. Have fun. Pay it forward. Give, and more giving. Your income, guys, is not determined by what you make. It's determined by what you give. By what you give. Now, I'm letting you know this now. Some of you might be listening to this call, and you might be eagerly anticipating me to give you the gold trick on how to go faster in your business and how to make more money. And you probably have got your pen and paper ready, and maybe you're waiting for me to tell you step one, step two, step three. And, you know, if that's you, don't feel bad. I remember being that way as well. I really do. It wasn't too long ago where I always was seeking what is the specific steps, sir or ma'am, to help me accomplish my goal. I already know about that love stuff, and I already know about that giving stuff, and I already know about having a good attitude and being responsible and being honest. I already got all that. Okay, you preach it to the choir, but could you just please tell me specifically what to do? I'm going to say this solo, because I want you to understand it. Every week for the last 2 weeks, I've been telling you there's some major underground construction going on. And I've been saying, don't miss the calls. If you miss these calls going forward, I'm letting you know, consider this as a warning. You are literally going to be way behind the eight ball. And I don't want to see that happen to you. For those of you that are waiting for me to give you the golden secret, truthfully, I've already given it to you. I've been telling you since this call started. I told you, number one, what was going to happen to this team. I told you what is happening to this team. And I also told you that we're going to do things from a spirit of love, honesty, and responsibility. And I told you just moments ago that your income is not determined by what you make, it's determined by what you give. So if you were looking for a shortcut to speed up your success in this specific business, it's almost so simple that it will go over most people's heads. The secret to success is a 4-letter word, GIVE. The more giving that you do, the more receiving that you will get. Giving, your income is determined by what you give, ladies and gentlemen. By what you give, not by what you make. It's determined by what you give. And on tonight's call, as a part of revealing some underground construction that's going on, we're going to talk about something a little bit different tonight, other than enthusiasm. We're going to talk about the word giving. It's a very simple word that all of us understand, but I'm really going to talk to you about how does the word translate into massive amounts of success in a short period of time. The reason for my excitement and my passion and how it is that I know the future for not only myself, but for all of you that are a part of this team, because I know how much giving that I am doing for this team right now. I know what you may not know yet. I know that I've made a decision to become more, to give more. See, you can't give to others what you don't have. So if you want to write it down, a simple sentence would be, the deeper you go, the higher you will grow. The deeper. What do I mean deeper? I mean self-analyzation, personal development. For those of you that follow me I'm not a real big Facebook user, but for those of you that do follow me, if you do, and I hope you do, because I don't post nonsense. I'm not into all of that. I don't post drama and the latest scores of the XYZ ball game, and I'm just not into all that stuff. If it's not relevant, useful, and people can really get a difference out of it, I'm not posting it. Period. Okay? So if I'm going to take the time to post something for you, I can put it to you this way: if it's on my website or on my Facebook page, it's definitely worth for you to actually look at it. But if you just follow along and you kind of look at some of the pictures and some of the recent things that I posted and whatnot, you'll see it kind of reveals where I've been. It kind of reveals what I've been doing. Okay? And my point to you is this. I know the future for us because I know the decisions that I've made in my life. And I'm seeing the manifestation. In other words, I'm seeing it happen. And I'm sharing it with the world. Okay? Now, you may say, okay, well, yeah, I've been following along. I've seen this picture, and that's great. But wait a minute. Let's say that again. You may have seen a few years, and you may say that that's great. But a picture, words. You see, greatness can easily be defined as to who are you hanging around. All of us have egos, but let's get down to it. You nor I know everything, right? You don't know it all, and I don't know it all. But greatness is determined by who are you in. A lot of times people want to talk about how great they are. What I'm really more concerned about is that what you following. Who are you learning from? Where have you accumulated your knowledge, insight, wisdom from? Okay? You look at that on Facebook. I'm certainly not going to brag, but what I'm trying to do is give you a huge indicator of the future of all of us. I'm trying to give you a huge clue tonight. That's why I'm telling you, if you miss the calls, you're going to miss such valuable information. See, it's the information that actually brings about revelation. The information brings about revelation, helps with transformation. And so I'm trying to give you that every single Wednesday for 30 minutes on this call. And that's why I want to beat this horse as much as I can so that you can understand you don't want to miss these calls. You just don't. You want to make this a top priority. There's so much giving that I'm doing to this family. And so as we talk about the training topic tonight, we're talking about giving. And we're going to talk about what can you give. Okay? You got a pen? Grab. I want you to write this down really quick. Different forms of giving. Okay? Now, let me just go ahead and boldly say this. If you so much as think that you're too big or too important or too up the hill or too successful to take the time to write this down, what I'm telling you, that's a huge mistake. I'm not going to be the 360 police, but I'm letting you know, don't allow your ego to get in the way with your bank account. Don't allow your greatness to get in the way of your goodness, okay? We're talking about giving here. I want to tell you all the different forms of giving, okay? This is very, very important. I mean, it's so important. Wish I had more time, but I'm going to make the best use of the time that we do have tonight. Guys, when you look at giving, let's go down the list of all the different forms of giving. Number one, you can give your time. Do you know time is what the universe has given us in exchange for any and everything that we want? Number one is time. The universe has given all of us a certain amount of time. And you can exchange time for anything that you want. For those of you that have jobs currently, you exchange your time for a paycheck, okay? But time is something you can give, okay? Give it to your children. Give it to a prospect. Give it to your church, your school. Give it to your community. Give it to your family, your loved ones. Time. Number one, time, okay? Number two, you can give your wisdom. That means your experience. You know, wisdom, as I see it, only comes in two forms. Number one, it comes from mistakes. You can learn wisdom from mistakes that you make, and you can also gain wisdom from mentors, people that have already done it before. So number two, for those of you taking notes, would be you can give huge. Number three, more. You could give love is what you could give. Again, love would be an accomplishment. Love would encompass time. It could be money. It could be an expression of love, wisdom, or all of the above. Okay? There's many, many things that you could give. Many. I mean, we could talk for hours about all the different types of giving. Friendship, a smile, you know, a gesture you could give. A comment, a conversation, giving. I want you to understand. I want you to understand that your income is solely determined by what you give. It's not determined by what you make. When you start to understand that the law of cause and effect plays the biggest portion on your life success, I'm telling you, you're going to get so excited when you finally understand it. No, I'm going to say that again. When you start to understand that everything in your life right now, certain causes, that means certain choices and decisions that you, either knowingly or unknowingly, chose to do, when you understand that, it should liberate you. It should make you so excited, even if you think that, you know, your present situation may not be what you want. The knowing, I repeat, the knowing of just knowing that, wait a minute, okay, you're saying that I made a choice or a decision that got me here, so you're saying that I could choose to make a different choice to gain a different outcome or a different effect? The answer is yes. Now, for those of you that might be thinking, well, Romacio, it's not so easy. It's easier said than done. Well, let me share with you how easy it really is. And I don't say this from a place of arrogance or as a know-it-all. It's from a place of I know how it works. Listen, I'll never know everything, and you will never know everything. But what if I could teach you? What if you would allow me to teach tonight? How could you begin to attract such abundance into your life? How do you do that? You know, you hear about this word called the law of attraction. But how does it all really begin? You ready? We're going to talk about it. The four-letter word, give. Number one, let me share with you how, write this down. This is probably the climax of the call. Everything you want, there's something inside of you that you already possess. You already have it. That is the key or the catalyst to acquire everything you want. OMG. Say that again. There is something that you possess. That means you already have it. Stop looking around. You already have it. There's something that each and every single one of you on the call, you already have something in you. There's already been a seed planted in you. You already have it. You showed up with it. It's the key or the catalyst to everything you want. Woo, man. Let's just take 10 seconds to review what I just said. There's something that you already have. You already possess it. It is the key or catalyst to everything that you want. So what I'm saying to you is, believe it or not, you already have inside of you the keys to the safe. The safe is a metaphor referring to all that you want in life. More love, more joy, more money, a relationship, a bigger house, whatever. You already have something in you that, number one, we need to discover, and that's what we need to give. And you're probably thinking, give to who? Give to the world. Give to the world. Let me give you an example. Obviously, the greatest example that I can talk about is myself, someone who I know really well, right? Something that I have that I just know that I have, that I don't seek any approval for, and I don't need any compliments or, like I said, anybody's approval, is number one, the biggest thing that I have is I have a love and passion for people. I love people. And I'm a very compassionate person. Okay? What does it mean when I say compassionate? Because some of you may or may not understand. It means if you get a chance to talk with me and I'm listening and I'm present in a conversation, I'm very non-judgmental. I want to understand who you are, why you are the way you are. You know, where did you get that belief from? Where does that come from? I'm always trying to discern difference. What's different about you? What makes you unique? See, I'm always trying to put myself in your world so that I can understand how you feel. That's just a gift that I have. Compassion. Okay? The other thing that I have the ability to do is I'm a very good teacher. Very good teacher. I'm able to, if you explain something to me, I can explain it exactly what you meant to someone else. Okay? So when you look at our websites and you look at the videos and you see the videos that we've created, and obviously what are we trying to do there? We're trying to teach you how to do things. What are we doing on this call? We're trying to teach you. So teaching is something that I never went to it. It's just something that I'm really good at. Okay? Now, let's go back to what we said. We said to have everything you want, there's already something inside of you that you have that is the key to unlock what you want. Well, without going too long-winded here on this call, just know that those two things I just told you, my ability to be compassionate and understand and be non-judgmental, in addition to being able to be a good teacher, those two, if you will, have pretty much revolutionized my entire life. If that makes any sense to you. Those two things. So let's break it down even further. If I'm willing to go out and learn more, which that's what I'm doing, I'm becoming more. Well, as I do that, I can turn around and what? Teach or give other people more. Well, your income is not determined by what you make, it's determined by what you give. So if I'm becoming more, that's why I said the deeper you go, the higher you will grow. If I'm becoming more, then now I get to turn back around and give more to other people in the world. Aha! Now do you understand what I'm saying? Something you have, the catalyst to everything that you want. The challenge is some of you don't really think much about yourself because sometimes we allow what we don't have to be the deciding factor of how relevant or how important we are. Sometimes we look at what we don't have, or we look at what has gone wrong in life, or we look at, where we want to be, and what we kind of discount what we have. And tonight on this call, I want to make you really understand something that is so profound. You cannot live another moment without understanding this point that's being made tonight. You must write this down. You must take a few minutes after this call to really, 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 really contemplate what's being said here tonight. You have inside of you already have inside of you the catalyst to everything you want. You already possess it. You already have it inside of you. The question is, what is it? Let me help you discover what it is. It's the thing about you that makes you unique. It's the thing about you that makes you different. It's the thing, for some of you, it may be a big thing. It's just glaringly obvious. For some of you, it might be something so small that you discounted for such a long time. So the question on tonight's call has been about giving. Giving more to get more. Giving more to get more. Giving more to get more. Now, some of you may say, well, wait a minute. I don't know if I like that. Give more to get more? Well, think about it. You go to work and give 8 hours of your time, right? Well, what do you expect them to give a paycheck? Right? Of course. Give more to get more. Cause and effect. But before you can give more, we got to know give what? Give what? Give, and I'm not saying for you to go out. I'm saying you already have it in you. It's already in you. We got to discover what that is, and that little thing that you think is so little, a.k.a. seed, is the big thing. That little thing that you're discounting, that you think is not a big deal, that's a huge deal. Say it again. That little thing about you that you may not think is so big is huge about you. Give you an example. 2 hours ago, or not even 2 hours ago, about an hour ago, I was just downstairs, and I was having a conversation with a new friend of mine, and this guy, he was in a network marketing company. I won't say the name of the company that he was a part of, and, that company was a publicly traded network marketing company. And he didn't make that much money in the actual as a distributor. He was a distributor for many years, and he made a little money, not a whole lot, but he made a little bit of money. But one of the things he understood is he understood stocks. He understood stocks. For some reason, he just understood, buying a stock. And so, long story super short, he made a ton, buku, or a lot of millions of dollars that he made from buying and selling the stock. So from that, he realized that was something that he was really good at. Next thing you know, guy went on, let's just fast forward, he went on to become, his net worth within a few years was quickly at $150 million. How did this happen? Because he discovered the greatness that was already in him. I hope you're paying attention. He discovered the greatness that was already in him. Something that he was really good at, that he had been overlooking. But it was something that he was good at. So what we're saying tonight to you, I want you to take some time and discover what is different about you. What is unique about you? What do you love? See, what we want to find out is what's unique about you, what's different about you, and that's the thing that we're going to go give a whole lot more. You're just going to spread that everywhere. Everywhere. You're going to give. See, you got to understand how this thing works. Because, see, if you don't understand how it works, here's what will happen. You'll spend an eternity trying to become more. You'll spend an eternity. You'll spend an eternity trying to do this and do that and be this person. You'll be searching all over the world looking for, guess what? Yourself. You'll spend the entire life searching, going over there. I tried that. I tried this. I tried this. I tried that. Looking and looking and looking and looking. What are you looking for? Turns out you're looking for you. You were looking for you. And tonight's 30-minute call here, what we wanted to do here tonight is we want you to understand that the key to more abundance, the more success, is in giving. That's the key. That's the key, guys. And I know some of you say, are you serious? I'm 1 million. If I could tell you right now how certain I am of what I'm saying, I dare you to believe me. I dare you to believe us tonight. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I'm 1,000% certain this is it. This is absolutely it. It has been confirmed from the north to the south to the east to the west. This is the answer. Give more, become more. Give more, become more. Give more, become more. Give more, you'll become more. Give more, get more. Give. You can't outgive the universe. So here's how we're going to end this call. I want all of you that are on the phone that can hear me, I want to give you an exercise. As soon as this call ends, I want to challenge you tonight. I want you to hang up on, no matter where you're at, you're in your car, home, grocery store, wherever, and you can either say it out loud in your head. I want you to say this sentence 50 times. I must give more. 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 Say it 50 times. 50 times. That's it. And whatever the first thing that pops into your mind for you to give or to do, I don't care what it is, I want you to do it right now. So as soon as this call hangs up, you're going to say, I 50 times. You can say it out loud. You can say it in your head. I don't care. But say it 50 times. And then I want you to do whatever that thing that pops into your spirit or pops into your mind is. I want you to do it. Now, here's the best part. I want you to watch what happens in your life. Now, you're going to have to open your eyes, but I want you to watch what happens in your life immediately from doing it. I don't know if it's going to happen today, tomorrow, but it's going to happen in less than 10 days. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. I don't know what it's going to be. I just know that by you doing this exercise, I must give more, and you do it. Whatever that pops in your mind, whatever it is. I don't care if it's give a cracker to an elephant. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever that's in your mind, I don't care what it is. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Got to do it. And then watch what happens. ASAP. It may happen tonight. It may happen tomorrow. It may happen next week. It'll happen in less than 10 days. Something is going to come right back to you. I don't know what it is, but you got to open your eyes. It'll come back. I want to teach this team. You see, guys, we are so committed to making sure that we will be the best trained team in the history of network marketing. We are going. Why? Because I'm the best, and I'm becoming the best, and I won't stop, and I won't stop. And so, therefore, my insignia will be, we will be the best trained team in all of network marketing. Period. End of story. It's a done deal. So when you hear the word underground construction from this day forward, what that means, guys, is there's roots that are being formed underground. And here shortly, everybody's going to see a massive, massive, massive palm tree. And if you don't know, palm trees are the tallest trees, or some of the tallest trees to ever be made. Okay? I want you to know, people are going to see that very, very soon. How will it show up? 33 people a day coming into the business. And for those of you that are on these calls, that means those people are going to be coming in your organization. Trust me, everything that you wish that you had, here soon you will have. But here's the deal. For those of you that are on this call that want the best life, which hopefully that should be all of you, for those of you that want the best life, having the best life begins with starting to understand you already have the best life right now. Now, guys, listen, I want you to really understand the last thing that I just said. For those of us that want the best life, we have to understand that you already have the best right now. It doesn't mean your life is complete, but what I'm saying, everything that's happened in your life did not happen to you. It has happened for you. You must understand that things that are going on, good, bad, or indifferent, are happening for you, not to you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hang up the phone. We're going to say the words. Let's say the sentence, I must give more. I must give more. 50 times. 50 times. If you've done it before, you're going to do it again. 50 times. And the first thing that pops into your spirit or into your mind, you're going to do it. Okay? And if you want, guys, you can send it a text message or send me an email or whatever. Just let me know what happened to you from doing it. But pay attention what's going to happen. It might be small. It could be huge. But watch. Remember, never forget this. Everything you can have everything you want. There's something inside of you that is the key or the catalyst for you to get everything you want. You already have it. And the secret to more wealth and prosperity, more success, is to give more. And I'm telling you guys to go ahead and discover what some of your greatest attributes are and use that. Give that. Give that. Give that. And watch what comes back. All right, guys. Listen, we went over by a few minutes here tonight, guys. I hope you don't mind. Listen, we love you guys, and we'll see each and every single one of you guys next Wednesday at 6:30 Pacific. All right, guys. Goodbye for now. Do the exercise. Bye-bye, everybody.